Don't put no $5 in that offering plate. Honey, he said, don't put no $5 in that offering plate. Listen, honey, I got a good one for y'all today, so stay tuned. Hey, y'all, it's Bernita Rochele, and welcome to my spoken word and conversations. And look, y'all, I got to do a late night one because I did not get a chance to do a morning one, honey. I'm trying to do them every day, but I got to stack them up. Okay. But anyway, y'all, let me get on to this. Honey, did you hear that? Did you hear that? Ooh, let me get right into this, honey. I wrote this on October 10th. October 10th. What if that was all he or she had? Yeah. She gave you what she had just because she wanted to help. Maybe this was her first time giving, and she was so excited to be able to give because that was all she had. And my tummy just rumbled. Real stuff be happening on here, okay? She really wanted to show you that she wanted to be a part of the community. But then because you thought it wasn't enough, you scolded her in front of everyone. Honey, you scolded her in front of everyone. Now, in her head, she is saying, but that was all I had. I was truly trying to give sincerely from the bottom of my heart. I gave that from the bottom. From the bottom of my heart. Honey, that was all she had. That was all she had, honey. You know I'm about to get right into my thoughts. Listen, y'all, that actually happened. I saw it for myself and I could not believe it. But listen here. And the thing about this is, y'all, listen. When the person said, don't put no $5 in that offering plate, a person got up and walked out. Yes, got up and walked out, honey. And when they walked out, I looked, I was like, what? Like, for real. You don't know. And after she walked out, I wanted to run behind her so bad, but I don't even know. I just froze because, for one, I was thinking about, what if that was the only thing that someone had? I was froze after I looked at the person walk out, I look up there at them and I'm like, why would you say that? Sometimes they don't know that is the last thing that you have. You done barely made it to get to church. Okay. But that's how your brain get caught up and you get caught up in it until you start getting into the awakening, honey. So after it was over, I went up there and I said it respectfully. I said, you need to find her. I said, you need to find her because what you just said was not right. What if that was the only amount that she had in her pocket? What if that was the only amount and you didn't set up here and you didn't say it? You wasn't really talking to her, but anybody that was in there that was about to put $5 up in that offering, you was talking to them. But she just so happened, and I never seen her again. And then the person says, well, I don't know what I'm saying. And in my brain, I'm like, if you don't know what you're saying, you probably don't need to be saying it, or you probably don't need to be up here. I just looked, my face was in like, what? like, what is going on? Like, what? And I never, but that part, I have never went up and said anything like that before. But when that happened and I saw the reaction, I was like, what? This is out of control. And from there on, that's when everything started like happening in my head. Like, okay, I don't even, what? Are we here to help the people, or what are we here to do? You know? So y'all, that was a real live experience, but I was also watching something. And like, this is what you don't need to do. Do not make people, like, we're on here, but don't make people just talk to you any kind of way. Okay? On my channel, we're going to always be respectful. When it comes to that, all that, okay, you don't do, and I'm going to, if I do that, please say something to me. So I was watching someone's channel and the person gave, and it may not have been what the receiver wanted, but at least the person gave. That could have been a young child saying, here you go. I just want to help, because we're talking about community, right? So that part right there kind of like, it triggered me to the church situation when I was sitting up there, and I'm like, what? Why did you just sit up here and don't put your little $5 up in there? Man, do you understand? That's what sometimes people be rolling on E. Man, until the awakening hit me, baby, I remember times when I was going there and I was rolling on E, and I was like, God, let me get here. And I got there, but people be rolling on E trying to get to this place. Now, am I saying all the places are like that? Okay, no, I'm not saying all the places, but now you need to wake up. You really do, because there's a difference between religion and spirituality. Okay, it's a whole different thing, and you do your own research on that. And you hear people say, what is spirituality? You know what? It's when we don't let people like you get over on us. Okay, that's what it is. It's an awakening. If you didn't know, now you know. Okay, but y'all listen here. That's all I got. That kind of ruffled my feathers. Let me get on back. All right, listen. That's all I got. Thank you to my new ones, and thank you to my day ones. Y'all been riding with a girl, and I am so grateful. Well, that's it. That's all for me today, y'all. Thank you so much for watching. Peace. Hey, y'all, it's Bernita Rochele, and welcome to my spoken word and conversations. Hey y'all, it's Bernita Rochele, and welcome to my spoken word and conversation. Y'all, thank you to my new ones, and thank you to my day ones, y'all.